I woke up to the sunlight streaming through my window, but even as I tiredly rubbed my eyes, something felt wrong. I looked at my clock to see that I still had time before I had to go to school. I jumped out of bed and threw open my closet to get some fresh clothes, only to frown as I realized it was full of nothing but school uniforms and black hoodies. For a moment I stared in confusion, but suddenly it all came flooding back to me. Waking up in a stranger's body? Living among the characters of DDLC? I sat back down on the bed with a sigh, only to recall yet another strange fact. Unlike in the normal game, I hadn't played through the poem minigame. I guess that meant that I'd actually have to try and write poems. Well, at least there was no possible way that my poems could be worse than EMC's. I heard Rikdo's sister yell out that she's going to school. I looked at the digital clock on my desk to see that I have enough time to get to school. I quickly took a shower, got dressed, and headed towards the kitchen. I decided to cook myself a light breakfast of scrambled eggs, rice, and toast. I would have to remind myself to go to the market to buy some bacon and other groceries. Not that the food of the Rikdo family was limited. Maybe after finishing my meal, I can make something for Sayori to take to her house. As I ate, I thought of what to write my poem about. There were endless possibilities, that's for sure. Hold on. I think I have a great idea. Thank goodness Rikdo had a thumbprint lock on his phone, otherwise it would have been useless. It has been an hour and Sayori wasn't answering any of my texts. There's no doubt that Sayori either had her phone on mute or was a heavy sleeper. Doesn't mean I shouldn't be worried about her. I knocked on the door for a couple of minutes. Nothing. I decided to look for Sayori's number to call until she opened the door, dressed in her sleep clothes.
Morning, Rikdo. I just got your messages. Sorry for not replying. I was hoping the alarm app I installed would wake me up.
Oh really? And here I was going to call you too.
Why didn't you just walk in? This door doesn't even have a lock on it.
I looked at the doorknob in confusion.
You don't lock your front door?
No. No one does, Rikdo.
Really? Maybe people just steal from the richer areas.
Has it really been that long since you last came over?
I guess so.
Yeah, she's not buying it.
You know you're welcome to come whenever you want, right?
I nod, remembering in the game that Rikdo hardly talked to Sayori once they entered high school. I looked down to the covered tray.
Oh yeah!
I held up the tray to show Sayori.
I brought you something, but I don't think it's good anymore.
What is it?
It's breakfast.
And? You brought me breakfast?
I made eggs and toast. But they've been sitting out here for a pretty long time, since you weren't answering your texts.
Really? Thank you, Rikdo.
May I come inside and put this down in your kitchen?
Sure.